let's do a full face. I haven't done this in a while. We're gonna squeeze it into 10 minutes and we're gonna do the whole thing. I'm gonna start with the underpainting concealer. And put it in all of the places that I want to pull forward, or next to the places that I want to pull back. Oops, forgot one over here. All right, I did 1/2 to save a few moments, but I'll do this one in real time so you can see how long it takes to blend this out. It is a little easier to blend when you're not doing the contour at the same time. And I'm going to put some foundation over this. Be sure to get your upper lip. So now we're ghosty, and that is okay. We're not going to stay that way. Let's warm it up with cream foundation. And I'm going to put this really just in the places where I have the most uneven color. Quite a bit in the nose area. There we go. We can always add more, but this is a really good neutral color. It's the only color that I have in my line right now, because what no makeup artist wants to talk about is the fact that we use basically one color for every Caucasian person and most light skin ethnicities. And it's the one that you buy all the time. And sometimes you add a little lightener to it, sometimes you add a little darkener to it, but there is one neutral color that pretty much works on everyone, because after you've highlighted and contoured, there's almost no patch of your skin that isn't altered with blush, contour, highlighter, or something else. So, or just skip foundation altogether, but don't leave your face washed out in all one color. It's unnatural. All right, so I put the contour where I wanted it, and this is a contour that I am testing to bring into my own line. It's a little thicker than the one from Because, and the color is very, very similar. Okay, blended out the contour. It takes about 3 minutes for me to really blend it well. And yeah, it kind of looks like a hot mess afterwards. Definitely have to trust the process. I'm gonna go in with a setting powder with a slightly pink tint. This is another product that I am testing. I think we have got the right color and consistency and blur capabilities. Look at that. So pretty. So this is the general area you want to focus on. Just a little bit under the eye and down kind of the side of the nose and into the mouth, the lines, your marionette lines, your nasolabial lines. Let's give the forehead, middle of the forehead, a little bit of a highlight and some blurring, and the chin. Center of the nose is okay too. And now I will go in with a darker powder, a bronzer. This is what I would use if I didn't want to do full contour. I would just go in with a bronzing powder. You can use one with shimmer or without. Bronzers can do the job of contour. They're not technically contour. Contours are usually cooler and matte, but you can definitely do the same job. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of that bronzer on a brush and add it to, if I can find the right brush, here we go. Add it to the bottom of my eyes. I didn't put the contour there, but I wanna make sure that this bronzer that I'm testing is really in the same color family as the contour that I'm using. And as you can see here, they are very close. I'll put a little bit of that bronzer over the contour in my eyes, strengthening it up a bit. There we go. And now let's do some brows. I'm gonna brush the brows straight up with a brow wax. Also testing a new brow wax that we're making. And I think I'm in love. I want something between brow freeze and glue, basically. because I still think the best brow stick up situation is, or has been in the past at least, eyelash adhesive. But it's pretty intense and just not something most people are gonna do. So we're working on a product that is kind of in between. So you want those brows really straight up because they're not gonna stay that way. They're gonna relax a little bit. So go straight up. That's gonna give you a really clear line underneath and show you where you need to clean up if you do. And then we'll go in with a really tight brush. Your best brows are always gonna be done with a powder. It's more convenient to use a pencil, but they're always gonna be better if you take your time and you really use a teeny tiny brush. This is the Morphe V, let's see if I can read that, 103? Yes, 103. And I'm gonna make a line below my brows and a line following the tail, okay? It's 2 directions only. If you haven't seen my brow mistakes video, go look for it, or you can email me and I can send you the link. It's a little faster for me to find those things than probably is for you because I don't do a very good job of labeling my content. I'm an administrative nightmare. I like talking. That's really all I want to do. Talking and dreaming. Okay, so there is a really good start to a brow. Your best brows are always going to have more than one color. So you could go back in with a pencil or a brow pen or just a darker powder or wax or whatever you have and add in some dimension by adding in another color. So even just 5 or 6 little flecks of a different color can make a really big difference. And then I also think, I mean, brows are just tedious. They just are. The best brows are never gonna be super quick. So I like to go back in and brush through them, maybe even add a little bit more wax. You really want them to look like hair. They should not look like a stamp or something really, really sharp. The edges should, from a distance, look fairly sharp, but when someone is within your personal space, it should look like hair. And so you really want to support those lines. And if they are going upward, you are going to look more feminine and bring them close together. When they start too far apart, it's super awkward. You're better off having them start a little too close together than you are too far apart. Also testing a new cream blush. I'm in love already, but I need to test it on more people and I cannot wait to introduce it to you guys. I'm just going to take some off with my finger because it really needs warmth. A lot of cream products that are durable and considered pro products really require warmth to get them to spread easily. And while that may not sound super convenient, the alternatives are a powder, which goes on super fast, but looks powdery, sits on top of the skin, doesn't look like flushed skin. This is just a little, it's got a little bit more glow. It's kind of working as a highlighter too. I'm probably not gonna go in and add any highlighter. It's a little bit peachy, a little bit pinky, and so it's really just a very natural blush color. And these nudes might look a little scary, but they are going to give me a super power lips today. So I'm going to take the darker one. I've done the lightest one already. I'm going to take the darker one and make a line around the line. It's a skinny line. Now the gloss. Nude lips for the win.